Hello students, let us discuss few numericals based on triangle law of vector addition, polygon law of vector addition and Lami's theorem, which includes equilibrium of a body case as well. Okay? Yes. No little bit. Bring chairs, adjust some of the benches. Okay guys, so we have the worksheet. Everyone, let us do few questions from based on triangle law, parallelogram law and triangle law, polygon law and Lami'S theorem. Based on this, let us do some questions from level 2. Open the level 2 part in the worksheet. Let open level 2 part in the worksheet. Level 2, exercise, let's see, exercise 1 and 2 both. Level 2. Okay, let us see first few questions from level 2, exercise 2, then exercise 1 we'll see. Quickly. You have chat? Right. So let me read the question once. Level 2, exercise 2. Okay guys, don't disturb that.
Yes sir.
Level 2, exercise 2. Question number 2. Based on triangle law, polygon law methods and Lami'S theorem. So in an equilateral triangle ABC, AL, BM and CN are medians. Forces along BC and BA represented by them will have a resultant represented by which option? Level 2 exercise 2.
Sir, we don't have exercise 1.
Exercise 1 only is there?
Yes.
Level 2 exercise 1. Level 2 exercise 2 is not there? Have you right?
Sir, level 2 exercise 2 is there.
Exercise 2 only is there?
the sheet you gave yesterday?
I have given yesterday one sheet. It is from that sheet, not the previous sheet. This one, based on Polygon, what is that? Parallelogram law. Start with parallelogram law.
Go to class.
Sir, I will also.
Right, okay. So listen and note down. Those who are not having, listen the question carefully and note down the data. In an equilateral triangle, level 2, exercise 2. Question number 2. The question is, in an equilateral triangle ABC, there is consider an equilateral triangle. You can consider, let's say this A, B, C, or A, B, C either way. A equilateral triangle means all side lengths will be same and all interior angles will be equal to 60, 60, 60. So the sum of the three angles should be equal to 180. This you have to remember. Equilateral triangle means immediately you have to remember this points. Okay? Equilateral triangle means all side lengths will be same. AAA or LLL. And this angle should be 60, 60, and this also will be 60. And now, in this equilateral triangle ABC, AL, BM and CN are medians. What is a median? AL, a line drawn from this on to the opposite side, so that it will be perpendicular to this. So it is called median. So this is AL is a median. So let's say side length. So these elements don't confuse, or like you can use the side length is AAA or XXX in symbol. AL, BM and CN. BM. BM. So this point is marked this as M, and C. From C, if you draw a perpendicular line, this will be named as N. CN. So AL, BM and CN are the medians. So median means this line will intersect this, so that this will be a perpendicular to this. So this angle will be 90, and this also will be perpendicular to this, so this angle will be 90. This also will be perpendicular, so this angle will be 90. Right? Are you getting the voice clearly? Ready to speak? Okay. So the question is, if these are the medians, forces along BC and BA represented by them will have a resultant. BC and BA. BC is one force and BA is another force. Then what is the resultant of these two is the question. So resultant of these two obviously will be in between these two, and you can say along this. This is the first force, this is, let us say this is second force, then this will be the resultant force. Right? But in the options, which is the right one, you have to choose properly. According to this, what you can say is, so this is the resultant means, and anything else is given? Yeah. This is one force, and so this side lengths are equal. Means the magnitudes of these forces are also equal. In that way you can take. This is AB force. So it is F2. And this is up to here. You can say this is even F1. So the magnitude of this force are same. Right? Side lengths are same. So that means magnitudes of these two forces are same. And what is this? Magnitude of the resultant of these two forces is what? Represented by which of the following options? So you can take directly by using parallelogram law. Magnitude of this, you can take it as square root of P square plus Q square plus 2P, what is that? 2P cos theta here, F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos theta. F1 F2, angle between F1 and F2 is nothing but this angle, 60. So you can take it as R is equal to, what is this? Here R, resultant is nothing but this. You can also take it as BM. Resultant is nothing but here, BM. Right? The BM represents resultant. It is equal to square root of. You can take this as BA, BC both are equal here. BA is equal to BC. BA vector is equal to BC vector, hence their magnitudes are equal. Right? So you can take anything on BA. So BA square plus BA square plus 2BA into 2BA. 2BA into BA is BA square again into cos 60. Cos 60 is how much? 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 2 if you take 2 to cancel. BA square plus BA square plus BA square gives you 3BA square. So BA square comes out and it becomes root 3 BA is BM. Such option is there anything? This is the resultant actually. Is there any such option? BM is equal to root 3 BA? No. BM is the resultant is mentioned as what is that? 2 BM is there, but in terms of BA it is not there. Right? This is actually the resultant. But to represent in terms of the given options, we have to look for the possible what you call simplification. So if you look here in any of these other ways, how can you express? You can also write this as the resultant is actually BM. So you can write in terms of BM is should be either BM or BM should be equal to root 3 BA. Another way you can also express as, let us see, how can you express this? So that BA, where is BA? This is BA, right? You can also express this BA in terms of some other parameters. What are the other ways you can express is, let us take this is 90 degrees. Let us take ABM is a right angle triangle. ABM is a right angle triangle. So from this right angle triangle, if you consider this is something like this. This is something like this. You can see easily, right? So here, this is M is, this is M. So A, M, B. A, M, B. So this is 90. So this is A. So angle between this A line and M line is 60. Is it 60? Right? And this will be some different angle. So then, what is here BA? BA. BA is acting like a hypotenuse. If you take, BM, this is BM, right? If you want BM, you can take sine theta. So this is 60 degrees. Sine 60 is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side is BM. Hypotenuse is our AB. So from this you can say, can you say, what is sine 60? Root 3 by 2 is equal to BM by AB. BM by AB. So this is actually our resultant. But if you take this as BA and AB, what is this? BA or AB are both the same. So if you take this as AB is equal to, what you can write? If you send this here, 2 by root 3 BM. 2 by root 3 BM. Yes? Then, actually speaking, instead of this here, BM, you can take R is equal to root 3 BA is equal to root 3 times. BA is 2 by root 3 BM. 2 by root 3 BM. So if you simplify this, you will get 2 BM. Is there any such option? So it is question number 2. So the resultant should be, if you observe, it is equal to 2 BM. This is the resultant. R is equal to 2 BM. Right? Here, don't confuse about this. Actually, the length of this BM is supposed to be, we are getting this as BA. It should be along this. In terms of BM, if you express this, it should be root 3 BA. But in terms of BM, they have given. Actually, it is a resultant is length of resultant along this, but it is 2 times BM, not exactly BM. It is along BM, but it is not BM. So it is root 2 times BM. That is what you can realize from this. Okay. So these are little higher level questions. You have to understand this properly. This you can involve little more calculations. Okay. So practice them properly once again. Then you can follow easily. Not down. first, then you can cross check the steps if you have any confusions. First note down, then you can cross check if any step is confusing, you can go through once again. It doesn't mean that actually this is not BM, it should be along BM, guys. It should be along BM. That is the meaning of it. This is actually, this is not BM. Resultant is not BM. It should be along BM. Has finished? Everyone? Next. See question number 3. Can you erase? Yes, okay, done? Right. Next one. Question number 3. Same level. New exercise 2. The question is, given that vector A plus B plus C is equal to 0, out of 3 vectors, 2 are equal in magnitude and the magnitude of third vector is root 2 times that of either of the two having equal magnitude. Then angle between the vectors are given by. Following the given data, what is given is, there is a condition is given. Given that A plus, there are 3 vectors, they follow one condition, that is A plus B plus C is equal to 0. Resultant of the 3 vectors is 0. Out of the three, 2 are having equal magnitude. So in which case you can say the vector sum of 3 vectors are 0. The 3 vectors are representing 3 sides of a triangle. 3 sides of a triangle. So if you have any shape of the triangle, but here based on the given condition, what you can understand is 2 vectors are having same magnitude. Magnitude of the third one is root 2 times the magnitude of either of the one. So if you have an idea of dealing with the triangles or right angle triangles, you can understand that this is force F and this is, if you have a triangle with something like side length A and this is A, then this is, if you have a square, diagonal of a square, it looks like if you have a square, all side lengths are same, right? So if you have, this is one side, this is another side, diagonal will be, what will be the diagonal of a square? Root 2a. Same way here, this part are considering. This is 1/4, this is another 4th, this is another force. So this is 1/4, this is another force. These two are having same magnitude. You can take AA, or for understanding purpose I will given just like this. This is F, and the another one is root 2 times the magnitude of either of this one. That means root 2F. Right? So this is, if you take in order, sum of these 3 will be equal to 0. Okay? Or from triangle law, if these 2 vectors represent 2 sides of a vector taken in order, then closing side taken in reverse order. Closing side taken in reverse order gives the resultant. S, the vector form. So if you say this is along x-axis, this is along y-axis, you can write this as F resultant vector is equal to Fx I cap plus Fy j cap. right? Fx is f, fi is also f. So you can write it as fi plus fj. So its magnitude of should be square root of f square plus f square. F square plus f square, 2f square. Root 2 f square comes out and becomes root 2f. Is it clear? So this is how it is following. If that is the case, and if sum of the three vectors as 0, f vector plus f vector, this I can say ABC, they are given as ABC. Three vectors are given as ABC. So if you represent this in terms of ABCs, A vector plus B vector plus C vector is equal to 0, provided magnitude of two are same, then the magnitude of the third one is root 2 times that of any of this. Then what you are asked to find? Then angle between the vectors is what? Angle between the vectors is what? Here we are taking this as f1, f2, f3 in terms of force for understanding purpose. And this is possible only when it is a right angle triangle. This is possible only when it is a right angle triangle. That is what we have to understand first. Once it is clear, then this is first vector, you can take it as A vector whose magnitude is f. This is B vector whose magnitude is f. The C vector whose magnitude is root 2 times that of this. So if you want to find angle between these two, first vector and second vector, you have to arrange the vectors in tail to tail form. Whenever you are finding the angle between the two vectors, you have to arrange them tail to tail form. It is the tail, this is head of the first, this is the tail at head of the second. So here this, if you find this angle, it is not the correct way. You have to shift this or you have to shift this. Let us shift this in this way. Then this angle will be the angle between first vector and second vector. This is A vector, this is B vector. What is the angle between them?
90 degrees.
90 degrees. Is it clear? So let us say angle between A and B is alpha and B and C is beta, C and A is gamma. Let us represent that way. So again this is first vector, this is second vector. To find the angle you have to arrange tail to tail form. So shift this. Then this angle will be beta, tail to tail angle. Then here if you want the angle between C and A, you can have to shift like this. So this is tail, this is tail. Then angle between these two. Shorter angle you want actually, shorter of the two angles. Is it clear? So if you here, this is the shorter of the, this is one angle, this is another angle, shorter of the angles. So if you keep like this is larger angle, this is shorter angle, right? This will be the smaller angle. You can take this as gamma. Is this step clear? Right? While finding the angles between two vectors, you have to arrange them in tail to tail form. Now you can take this is 90, angle between A and B is 90. B and C is how much? This is B, this is B, this is C. So actually this total angle is 180. 180. If this is 90, yes, what will be this and what will be this also you can find. 45? 45. If you don't know what is this angle, you can take this as tan, some theta it is. Tan theta is opposite side by distant side. This is here, this is here. For f is 1. So tan 45, for what angle it is 1? 45. So you can take this as 45. This is 45, this is 90. This also will be 45. Some of the angles will be 180. So this also will be 45. So this is 45. Then 180 minus 45 is beta. So directly you can take alpha is 90. Beta is equal to how much? 180 minus 45 how much? 180 minus 45 is equal to 135. And what is gamma? Okay, this is 45, but total this is 180 again. This 180 again minus 45 is gamma. Gamma is also 180 minus 45 is equal to 135. Is it clear? This is how you can calculate angles. So remember that if you want, you can write as a note. Arrange the vectors tail to tail form to find the angle between them. Arrange the vectors in tail to tail form to find the angle between them. Then you can follow the steps. Next. Question number 4. Question number 4. So what is given here? See here. What is given and what you are asked to find? It is given that A and B are the two pegs represented by 13 centimeter. Sorry, separated by 13 centimeter. A and B are two pegs separated by 13 centimeters. It's two kind of supports, wall supports. A body of 169 kg weight. A body of 169 kg weight. Kg weight is what is this? Unit of force. Gravitational unit of force. So 169 instead of say Newton, they are using the gravitational unit called kg weight. This is not equal to Newton. Conversion relation is there, right? 1 kg weight is equal to 9.8 Newton in SI units. And in a body of 169 kg weight is suspended by a thread of 17 centimeter connecting to A and B such that two segments of strings are perpendicular. Then the tension in shorter and longer parts of the string are. Here we have to just understand carefully what is given and what you are asked to find. It is given that there are two pegs. Pegs means kind of two supports. It is fixed to wall. To this a string is attached whose length is 13 centimeter. Is this clear, everyone? Right? A and B. This is A. This is B. A and B are two pegs which are separated by 13 centimeter. A body of 169 kg weight is suspended by a thread of. Okay, A and B are separated by 13 centimeter. Now a body of 169 kg weight is suspended by a thread of 17 centimeter connecting to A and B. This is 13, but little length 17 centimeter thread is connected here. Sorry, the weight is suspended by 17 centimeter wire connecting to A and B. Just it is another 17 centimeter wire is connected here. To this a weight is attached. 169 kg weight. That means this will not just lie simply at the midpoint. For this to be in equilibrium, it is it can be a position such that the two segments of the string are perpendicular to each other. That means one part out of this a smaller part is like this, and a longer part is like this, so that these two are perpendicular. This is smaller part, let us say, of length x. This is total length of this is 17 centimeter. Are you following this? So this weight is attached here. The weight is here. Actually speaking, the weight is attached here. The weight is how much? 169 kg weight. So that the two parts of the string are perpendicular to each other. Out of those two, let us say this is shorter one, this is longer one. Total length is 17 centimeter. So let us say shorter one is x and this will be 17 minus x. Is this clear? Right. And again, anything else is given here? Such that the two segments of the string are perpendicular to each other. Then tension in shorter and longer parts of the string are. What are the tensions in these strings they are asked to find? So if a weight is attached here, a tension will be developed here in this, a tension will be developed in this also. What are those tensions they are asked to find? Let us say the tension in this is T1 and tension in this is T2. What is T1? What is T2? They are asked to find T1 and T2 in kg weight form only, not in newtons. Tension is also a force in kg weight. They are asked. How to find that? So you can say here one force called weight is acting, here one tension is acting, here another tension is acting. So it is now in equilibrium. So did you understand? Something come to your mind? What kind of relation you have to use here?
Lami'S theorem.
One thing is Lami'S theorem or the what you call equilibrium condition. It is in equilibrium. So if you know the angles, this angle is 90 degrees. It is clear. Yes. So this is the angle opposite to this force. If you know these two angles, then if you can apply Lami'S theorem and you can find out those. Yes. Let us draw a line here, a horizontal line for resolution purpose, for easily working out purpose. Or if this is horizontal line, this is vertical line, means this will be 90, this also will be 90. Yes or no? Are following everyone? So let us say the angle made by this first tension T1 with horizontal, only this one is theta 1 and this one is theta 2. So this total angle will be 90 plus theta 2 here, 90 plus theta 1 here. If you know theta 1, theta 2, then you can apply Lami'S theorem. But here now directly cannot apply because we don't know theta 1, theta 2's total angle. Right? If you say this is T1, this can be taken as alpha, T2, this is beta, this is T3, this will be gamma. Gamma is known, but these two angles are not known. So to finding that, you should know, you can use one symmetry relation, any symmetry relations. For that purpose, you can say you have to consider some different other representation, other way of what do you call simplification. This is the angle between this y and horizontal. This is also horizontal. This is also horizontal. So this angle also will be by symmetry same theta 1 only. This is the angle between this thing and the horizontal is theta 2. That is also horizontal. So this is also theta 2 only. Is that step clear?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, if you know theta 1, theta 2, then it is easily can understand, can follow. So now what we will do is, let us try to find this. Let us try to simplify this. Let us say this is 90, right? So let us consider A, B, this point is C, is a right angle triangle. Can you find that? And this is 13 and this is X. Can you find X by using these angles, this right angle triangles and one of the sides? Let us say this is ABC, in this is C. So if you redraw like this is a right angle triangle form. So it is A, C, B. At C angle is 90. At C angle is 90. And AB is 13. And AC is X. This is 17 minus 6. Do you understand? Right? Now this is theta. Between these two is theta 1. This is theta 2. Or you can take it as 90 minus theta 1 also. Right? Now, can you find by using any by using basic what do you call Pythagoras theorem principles? Can you find X? How can you find? Yes. Here you can say hypotenuse square is equal to sine square plus sine square. One of the relation you can use. So you can say that 13 square is equal to side square plus this is side square. What is that? 17 minus x whole square. So simplify this. You can say this is a minus b whole square. Expand r and find out. You will get a quadratic equation. How can you find this? Let's do it and find out x value. How much? 5. Only 5. 2 roots should come, right? X should be minus or plus?
Minus 2 plus 5 minus 2.
Sure? Check. Both are positive. What is the value of x? We get to the roots. If you simplify this, we get a quadratic equation. Solve this and find out the value of x. Do it fast. Solve this, we get x value is 5 and 12. Do it fast. Yes? Five and 12. Roots should be 5 and 12. Should we get x is equal to 5 and minus 12 or 5 and 12? Plus 12? Sure. So x can be, check it out. Will you get 5 and 12 or 5? Only. Both values will you get? Sure? Right. So let us use this because it is total length is 17 centimeters. If you take this is 5, this is 5, then this will be 12. This will be 12. So in that way you can take x is equal to 5. If once you know the value of x, then what actually you are asked to find in this case? What actually you are asked to find? What are the tensions? T1 is equal to what? And T2 is equal to what? T1, T2. So if you know the x value now, is it possible to find theta 1, theta 2? If you know x is equal to 5, this 5 means this will be equal to 12. So can you find theta 1? What is theta 1? What is theta 1? It is little, if in terms of tan or something like, if you want to find it will be little typical one. So that is one way of what do you call it? Calculations you can follow. You can find theta 1 by taking any of this, sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. The easiest way of calculating one. But you have to use log tables to find this angles. Otherwise, you can also use another way. What is that another way is, let us consider the force relations. What is that? T1 by T1 cos, if you take the component of, otherwise this we have T1 is along CA, right? Along CA is, this is T1 and this is along CB is T2. This is your T2. So instead of taking this length here, if you take force, if you take the force value in terms of forces, that T1, T2 and T3, if you resolve, then horizontal force and T1, this is total 90, this will be 45, it is not 45, right? This will be 90, this is, then again you have to use a different approach. So this is, we are not bisecting, we are not taking the bisecting line. Vertical line you have to take. The angle will be different. Okay? If this angle, if you consider in a different way, you can consider in equilibrium. In equilibrium conditions if you apply, you can find out T1, T2s, or let us take this force is this one is T1 cos theta 1. Right? In this way, symmetrical relation, if you take T1 cos theta 1 is this, along this, but this is the theta 1, right? T1 sin theta 1 you can take. Can you take like this? This is theta 2, T2 cos theta 2, and we can take along this T2 sin theta 2. So can you take T1 sin theta 1 plus T2 sin theta 2 is equal to the total upward force to total downward force. It is equal to 169. One equation will come. Right? Here, from this triangle, theta 1, theta 2, you find out. So sin theta 1 and sin theta 2 find out and substitute. You get one equation. Again, one more equation you have to take here. What is that? Is this horizontal direction. Net force is 0. In horizontal direction there is no force. So you can take T1 cos theta 1 equal to T2 cos theta 2. So you can take this as T1 cos theta 1 is equal to T2 cos theta 2. So this kind of relations actually you have to work out. So even if you come up with this, feel like it is a little confusing, you have to practice this kind of questions a number of times. Then only you can feel like working out with this equilibrium based questions. So here you can take it as T1 is T1. You can take it in terms of T2 into or you can write as T1 is equal to T2 into cos theta 2 by cos theta 1. What is cos theta 1 and cos theta 2 in the figure? Cos theta 1 is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse, 5 by 13. What is cos theta 2? This is theta 2, right? This is adjacent side by hypotenuse, 12 by 13. This 12 by 13. You simplify these two, what will you get? 5 by 13, 12 by 13. 5 by 12 will get. So it is 5 by 12 times T2 is T1. Yes. Substitute this in one of these here and sin theta 1, sin theta 2 also. What is sin theta 1? Similarly, sin theta 1 is opposite side by hypotenuse. So 12 by 13. Sin theta 2? 5 by 13. So substitute it here. Then we get T1 is 5 by 12 T2 into sin theta 1 is 12 by 13 plus T2. Keep this T2 as this. The sin theta 2 is 5 by 13 is equal to 169. Right? Here we have both T2 terms. This is T2 term, this is also T2 term. Find T2 from this. Simplify. Simplify this. So anything can cancel here. 12, 12 cancel. 5 by 13 T2 and 5 by 13 T2. So it is 10 by 13 T2. So what is T2? Cross check. If we take properly, T1 is equal to 5 by 12 T2 only. Yes. This is theta 2 by theta 1, right? 12 by 13 by 5 by 13. So I think this is 12 by 5. We have taken reverse here. It's not 5 by 12, 12 by 5. Cos theta 2 by theta 1. Theta 2 is 12 by 13. 12 by 13 by 5 by 13. 12 by 5. Not 5 by 12. So T1 we have to take here as 12 by 5. This is 12 by 5. So it is 12 square, 12 into 12 by 5 into 13. T2 plus 5 by 13. I have to take this. Take it and simplify. These kind of questions are time taking, even lengthy questions. And especially in a NEET point of view, as you know, there are two sections. Section A, section B. In section B, these kind of questions will get. Little lengthy questions and interrelated questions. So those questions, who will do, those will be securing good ranks. So you have to practice this kind of questions, number of questions. So you should have an idea of how to deal with this kind of questions. Yes, finish fast. Yes, finish. Right. What is that? 12 into 12. 144. 144 by 5 into 13 how much? Write down 5 into 13 only. T2 plus 5 by 13 T2. Take T2 common. T2 common is equal to 169. So can you take here LCM? 5 is there, right? Yeah.
65.
So it is
65.
65.
5.
This is 65. So 65 you take, then this will be 144 plus 25 is equal into T2. T2 is equal to 169. So what is this? 169. This gets cancelled. T2 is equal to 65 kg weight. Once you know T2, you can find T1. T1 is equal to 12 by 5 into T2. So it is 12 by 5 into 65. How much? 5 ones? 5 threes. 156 kg weight. So is T1. So this is how you have to calculate, work out this kind of questions. Got it? Okay.
Sir, can you again explain the first two equations?
These equations.
Yes, sir.
Give some numbers to this so that you can follow carefully.
Equation 1 and 2.
So how to get this? Especially what is given here is there is a thread which is attached to this having 30 cm and one more thread having 17 cm. To this you have attached a weight. So it is so that it is in equilibrium. And in equilibrium condition, we have two parts of the string that are perpendicular to each other. Means one should be shorter and another should be longer. These are perpendicular to each other. and in such a way it is in equilibrium. So in equilibrium condition, if it is tension in the shorter one is T1, tension in the longer one is, if you take it as T2, and it is if you consider with the horizontal, this is making an angle theta 1, T1 is making an angle theta 1, T2 is making an angle theta 2. And the entire system is in equilibrium means total force in horizontal direction is 0, total force in vertical direction is 0. It is in equilibrium. Condition for equilibrium is net force will be 0. So horizontal force is 0 means how many forces are acting horizontal? If you resolve T2, because as this is theta 2, T2 cos theta 2 is this, T2 sin theta 2 is in vertical direction. And this, if you resolve this, T1 cos theta 1 is this, and T1 sin theta 1 is in upward direction. So in the horizontal direction, these are the only forces acting, and they are acting in opposite direction. So vector sum of these two will be 0. That means if we take this is positive sign, positive x-axis, this is negative x-axis, T2 cos theta 2 minus T1 cos theta 1 equal to 0, or these are equivalent magnitudes. So that's why there is no net force. Both are equal in magnitude. So that means T1 cos theta 1 is equal to T2 cos theta 2, equation 2. Whereas in vertical direction is also net force is 0. Means net total upward force equal to total downward force. Upward force is T1 cos theta 1 plus T1 sin theta 1 plus T2 sin theta 2. This is T1 sin theta 1. Due to this, we get T2 sin theta 2. These two forces are acting in upward direction. Only force acting in downward direction is 169 kg weight. So total upward force equal to total downward force. So it is T1 sin theta 1 plus T2 sin theta 2 equal to 169. So these are the conditions you can draw based on the given data. So initially you may see the diagram so neat. Once you represent everything, it looks like so clumsy. You will not understand anything here. So that's why we will try to go through step by step. At the end, if you look at the diagram, you will not understand anything. So again, you read once, understand, close the solution, and try to do by yourself without seeing the solution. Then you can understand how to do it. Okay? Yes. Copy. Next. So these are the questions based on these only 3 questions. Level 2 exercise 2. Level 1 usually easy level questions will be there in level 1. Level 2 little typical questions will be there, lengthy questions. So let's say level 2 questions usually in every chapter I will work out. Level 1 you have to practice. Okay? Next, level 2 exercise 1. Level 2 exercise 2 if I do, similar kind of questions will be given in exercise 1. You can try yourself. Okay? Similarly in level 1 also, out of 2 exercises, I will do second exercise, first exercise you can try. Yes? This is how you have to make it as a habit of working out by yourself. Right? So but here I will try to work out a few questions in level 2 exercise 1 also. Let us see first question number 7. Level 2 exercise 1. Next. Have you copied this everyone? Have you copied this everyone? That one? This one? Take it first. Yes. Finished?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next, level 2 exercise 1. Level 2 exercise 1. Question number 7. Question number 7. Look into the worksheet, everyone. It is given that 3 forces, it is a simple question actually. 3 forces three forces represented as A vector, B vector, C vector, not F1 vector, F2 vector, F3 vector. They are represented as ABCs. Three forces, A vector equal to I plus J plus K, B vector equal to 2I minus J plus 3K, and C vector acting on a body to keep it in equilibrium. Then C vector is. So when three forces are acting on a body, what is the condition for equilibrium? Three forces A, B, C are acting on a body. What is the condition for equilibrium? The vector sum of the three equal to 0. Means A vector plus B vector plus C vector should be equal to 0. That's it. So it is given that here three forces A vector is equal to I plus J plus K, and B vector is equal to 2I minus J plus 3K, and C vector, it is not given in components form, and some C vector. These three are acting on a body, and these three are keeping the body in equilibrium. So we know that in equilibrium or condition for equilibrium under the action of three forces is sum of the forces equal to 0. That is, in equilibrium, A vector plus B vector plus C vector is equal to 0. Yes. So here, A vector, B vector are given, C vector is not given. So you need to find. So you can write it as C vector is equal to minus A vector minus B vector. Minus A vector minus B vector. Yes. Or you can also write it as minus of A vector plus B vector. So you can write it as minus of A vector is I plus J plus K. B is 2I minus J plus 3K. That addition, that to add, addition. Means I components, J components, K components are add directly. So means here I plus 2I, 3I. Here plus J minus J. Cancel. K plus 3K, 4K plus 4K. Plus 4K minus of. This is your C vector, or you can write it as minus 3I minus 4K or minus of 3I plus 4K. So which option is right? Which option? First option. That's it. Simple. Could remember the condition for equilibrium. Right. Okay. Fine. You have 15 minutes now. I will wind up. The remaining questions you can do later. So you can go through the other track also. They can spend the last 15 minutes in working out the questions from other track, and you can discuss with sir if you have any doubts in the other one.